I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. And I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit to hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. Body booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it. Ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the London Monarchs.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Good track.
49, check 49.
They'll run on first down. Shepard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
64, First and 10.
On first down, it's Shepard. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it'll be 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
To throw again on second down. Allen, and he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Shepard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. Powerful running. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's third and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen, eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Allen going to go on fourth down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Prescott to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Cardinals' 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. Allen toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Throwing is Allen on third. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 15. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Here's Prescott. And an alley to run. Oh, Prescott stripped. It's going the other way. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Allen to throw. To throw again. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Here's Allen to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Allen now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Shepard at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Watch time.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Go. Get out there. Here we go, 47. Check, 53. 26.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. David Johnson here on the catch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen has got his man. It's Andrews. 12 yards there and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Allen now on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Allen, and he will take it in for the touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. To try here for the extra point.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Off the draw, here's Johnson. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On the ground, this is Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. It's taken to the 26. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. An NFL update, second quarter now in Jacksonville. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen over the middle, complete. That's Shepard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Allen now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Hey, tight is right. Watch tight go.
On 2nd and 1, Allen. He's got the first, and it's a fumble. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Result of the play, 1st down and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
47.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Dorian O'Daniel, third-round pick in 2018, made the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
That's what I do.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Elliott good with a PAT, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, if they're out there, we'll see if they can pick those things back up. On first down, Shepard. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Shepard, and he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
We got 4. We got 4. I got it. I got it.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Go, go.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Shepard. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Now the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
There we go, kill. 53's the mic. 53, check 53. 26.
Here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. A toss play. Here's Pirine. And fights through one man. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. They'll run it here with Pirine. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now Pirine. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Come on, fellas.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And this will be a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
We got to get the gun. Let's go. Mike, 53. 26.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
87's mine. Go. Get out there. Mike 4. Watch the run. 26.
Throwing on second down. Prescott looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Switch up. Jam. Go. 26.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down right around the 37. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. His career already storied, just keeps getting better. That last carry, CD, he hit 14,000 career rushing yards.
Think about the accumulation of this yardage like you're going upstairs. Now he's at the doorstep of the top 5 all-time in NFL history in rushing yards.
Unbelievable.
I'm coming after you. Safe. Under. Check. 26.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Oh, eluding the tackle. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On second down, a run with Breida. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the home team here, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up.